What a beautiful day today is. You know, when I first started going live all the time, I always had music in the background. I was like, I can't focus without music. I can't talk without music. And then my shit was always getting flagged. And I like really believed in my head for a while that somebody was like, what's the word? Somebody was flagging my readings and doing stuff. And I was like, oh my God, they don't want me to send this message. No, Instagram didn't want me to play my music and send this message. So Instagram used to block on a lot of things, but I noticed, some people go live and they're able to play music in the background. I don't know. It just felt, it was a much better vibe when I could play music in the background. I wonder if I put on classical music, are they going to flag me for my music in the background? It's like, we need the vibe in the background, but it's 11:11. What a beautiful day. I don't know why I woke up like mad hype. I woke up today and I started going through old videos and pictures from this year. And I was like, yo, this year was kind of lit. You know what I'm saying? Like, this year wasn't even as bad as we really think it was. Like, even with bad things that happen, I feel like the bad things that happen kind of leveled shit out, or things had to happen. I feel like there were even instances, because this year was a lot of energy for even people. All right, this is a collective message, okay? I don't own the right. Oh, thank you so much, because it's so awkward to just sit here with no music. Like, it's so awkward. I went from radio and like doing hostings to tarot cards. So part of me is like, I need something in the background. I need to play a song in between these cards or something like that. But I feel like this portal that's going on right now, a lot of people don't even feel it. A lot of people who are not even in tune, their intuition is on 1,000. People who don't even believe that they have the powers are exhibiting the powers and they don't even know it. So I've been noticing, I'm not going to say the specific movie because I know people get upset with spoiler alerts, but it's crazy how when I watch these Marvel movies, and like my boyfriend's in it for like the little fiction and for whatever's going on in the tea, and I'm like, this is my life. Like, this is what I believe in. This is like just little things. Like, I could say, like Angelina Jolie's character, she was the goddess Athena, and she forgot who she was. Off. I want to make sure. Do I have to restart this shit? Can you hear me? I'm pretty sure I have to restart it because my damn alarm went off and it always pauses it. But, so Angelina Jolie was a goddess. She was Athena. And through the whole movie, they keep trying to tell her to remember who she was. And I'm crying my eyes out. And my boyfriend's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, we all have to remember. We all have to remember who we are. We are all somebody. And this world makes us forget who we are. So I feel like this 11/11 portal, these last couple of months, these full moons, eclipses, the energy's been heavy. If you've been beefing with people, I don't know how much I have to say this. They don't have to be powerful to throw an evil eye your way. But you have to remember you're powerful, that shit don't count. Okay? If you pray all the time, Jesus is your homeboy. Anything other people are doing to you with their mind, with their eyes, with their hate, with their shade, trust me, they will have to deal with that. Like, I can't be here worried about who's flagging my shit, who's hating, who don't like me. People literally will not like me because I like positivity. Like, it's that weird. Like, if I wake up and I'm too perky, they're like, this bitch is crazy. Or the best is, because I'm always perky and I'm always, oh my God, life is beautiful and fairy tales. When I have a hood moment, they're like, oh my God, you're acting out of character. No, bitch, this is me. I'm half this and half this. And all the time, I'm this. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like this year was about coming into your show. You know, we always try to put our corporate voice on, even outside of work when we're dealing with other people. And it's like, no, you got to be yourself. As long as you're in alignment and you're not hurting nobody, there's no reason not to be yourself. Everybody else is doing it. I've been biting my tongue and avoiding certain combos because I know it's going to... Yes, especially with family. I find myself doing that a lot with my sister. I find myself doing that. Like, if I care about you, I'm just like, bro, I don't even want to take it there. Like, I don't even want to argue, but I'm learning that there are certain boundaries that need to be set. Our contract was made before we got here. If we forgot during our birth, do the work to remember. And that's another thing. We make a few changes. Oh, that was another thing they said in one of these Marvel movies. They were like, don't get too attached to this planet. Like, your soul is going to keep on evolving. And it was like a lot of these Eternals were hurt by what they saw the world going through and how they treated each other. And I was like, that's me. That's me. I be hurting. But a big message in all of these movies in our life is there has to be both, unfortunately. There's evil so that we know what good is. And once we got free will, people started wilding, okay? But free will could be a beautiful thing. Look at how much technology has changed. The pandemic was the worst. But look at how everybody got together. Everybody was going live. We're doing this now. If it wasn't for the pandemic, I wouldn't be doing this. I would have still been reading my friends' cards on the low, not telling anybody. So I'm going to pull cards for the collective because I don't even know if I can go into each sign. But what I've been saying this whole time, we are the magicians. Yes, light can't exist without darkness. And we don't need to be defensive or have a shield because the light is our shield. Like, whatever happens, know that you're protected. Know that you're good, okay? Yes, that was another part. Okay, I don't want to go too much into the movie, but they were every time they did something, I was like, babe, they're meditating. Babe, that's real. He hates me. He's probably never going to take me to a movie again, especially Marvel. But we're the magicians now. So I say this for both sides. I'm talking to the light and the dark, okay? Is if you keep speaking negative, you keep hating on people, trust me, you're going to bring it into existence. You're going to see little things happen, but then it's going to come back on you. If you speak amazing things into existence, you speak with love, even if you want to play the victim or you are the victim, we can't keep living in that victim mentality. You have to look at a survivor. You're a survivor. You're a warrior at that point. You know what I'm saying? Let's not even use the word victim anymore because there's no victim without a victor. Okay? Even for the circumstances we didn't ask for, you're a survivor. Understand? This is when you get to speak into existence everything you wanted. There's a book that I read, Ask and It Is Given. And then I just found out my homegirl, Esther Hicks, made like 6 more books. I got to get them all now. Now I feel like I got to read them all because she got me right. It's literally when you start speaking love, when you talk that love language, the blessings come pouring in. When you're nice to each other, things sort itself out. When you fill yourself up, let me tell you something. We attract what we put out and what we fill ourselves up with. Okay? When I was angry and I was like, men ain't shit, people ain't shit. I was Anna Guns. It was Anna Guns before. And you know what I was attracting? A whole lot of guns and a whole lot of shit that I didn't need to be into and a whole lot of drama and a whole lot of ratchetness. Okay? So when I started saying the Duchess, it was because I realized that was my radio name. And I realized, I can't be tough all the time. I don't want to be like this all the time. I'm a loving person. I'm a nurturing person. But my defenses and me trying to keep up with the crazy people around me and the madness around me, it made me feel like I had to match that. For what? That's not me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm better defending people. If I don't care, like, not a lot of shit phases me personally, but let you bump into my homegirl, now I want to fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm the one you take to the club because I'm on point. And I don't want you talking to my friend too long. But in a regular, everyday basis, I'm not here for the conflict. I'm not here to prove I'm better than nobody. I'm not in competition with nobody. And I feel like I'm saying but I'm saying this for the collective. So rebirth, we all have to just take a second. We don't even have to speak out loud. You know what I'm saying? The things that we went through and the things we want to change. Once you acknowledge it and you accepted it, you can transmute it and you can keep it moving. You don't have to sit in that darkness. You don't have to sit in a constant seat of healing and changing and doing this. Like, my friend will ask me all the time. She's like, you know, I was sad this week. Were you sad? And she's like, it's okay if you weren't. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes in the spiritual community, we always feel like we have to match each other's stories or we got to be going through something. Sometimes we ain't going through shit. Sometimes we're literally just chilling. But that's when we get antsy. Okay? That's when, as soon as the blessings are coming, you're like, where is it? What are we doing? Like a chicken without a head. This card is always like you're flying, but you don't know where you're flying to. You're excited and you're ready, but you still got that edge to you. Like if somebody steps to me, lose that edge. Nobody's stepping to you. And if they do, that's their business. They gonna deal with you when they deal with you. You know what I'm saying? You have to have blind faith. You have to know that your ancestors always have your back, and all it takes is a few seconds to go within and call them and ask them for a sign and just sit with bliss. What I used to think was me talking to myself, I'm like, wait, this might be a message, and it's just using my voice to narrate this motherfucker. So, don't sleep on your greatness this season. If this is what you've been doing, if you have a talent, if you have an idea, if you have a dream, even if you have a goal to walk a certain amount of miles, run a certain amount of miles, don't wait. This winter will cause you to procrastinate because it's cold. You know, when it's cold, we like to get cozy. We like to get comfy. So the message for sure for 11/11 for this whole season is to have a confession with yourself. Have a talk with yourself. See what it is that makes you tick. Find out your own patterns. Like when things started really going good for me, I had to see the pattern of when I started to look for fuck ups or start fixing shit. Like when everything's going good, I start looking for shit. And that's this. Your shadow side, when you're not, when you're operating, because it's good to operate from both. We need both sides because your shadow side will help you with your boundaries and keeping people in check. But it's not meant to put you in this. It's not meant to be hard on yourself. It's not meant for you to sit and wallow in your tragedy. We don't want to do that no more. I'm not saying forget the tragic things you've been through, but I'm saying forget the tragic things you've been through. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a new day and we're about to eat some humble pie. And it's not always the other person. Sometimes it's us that's causing certain things. And sometimes it's not even us physically, it's us mentally. We could be doing good. But if you keep thinking, oh, this is going to go wrong. Oh, this job is going to piss me off today. Guess what? It's going to piss you off today. I need you to fill yourself up. Shout out to my nephew in the chat. I need you to fill yourself up with love. I need you to be filling yourself on 1,000. I need you to look into a mirror because that's what it is. Everything is a reflection, okay? The person you're with, the person you attract, the person you're dating, the person you hang out with, the people that are calling you, you attracted those people, okay? When you were if you think about a certain ex right now. Think about an ex that was like not even in your league type of, not in your league in a good way, in a bad way. Like you could have did better, right? So think about the energy that you were in when you met that person. You might have not have been as confident. You might not have been ready for it. I remember for like 2-3 years, I was like, I'm good. I don't want nothing serious. I'ma just wait. I'm not trying to tie nobody. And guess what? Your girl was single for like mad years because everybody I met was on that same type of time. Like, I'm just chilling too. No, we ain't chilling. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't until the minute I started filling myself up. I literally had to talk with myself and was like, girl, like, you're the prize. You're the catch. You're this, you're that. And the minute I filled myself up with all of that, I attracted somebody that I feel like is just like me or kind of just like me. And if the ways that we're not alike, we complement each other. I'll say that. So it's faith over conditions. Okay? Look at these cards. These cards are the same, but very different. You feel me? This is conditional beliefs. I always think of like Illuminati when I see this card and like So it's not to that extreme, but it's conditioning. It's the things we believe. We thought you had to be a certain way. You thought you had to let that phone ring 3 times and hang up because you didn't want to look soft. You thought you was supposed to ignore that call so he didn't think you was sweating him, and now he ain't calling you no more. You thought you had to ignore this person to show that you're the bigger person, and now you miss your friend because y'all ain't talking years. You know what I'm saying? Conditions. We have to remove these conditions that caused us more drama and replace it with faith, with love. I'm wholeheartedly all about God. But I'm not going to be one of those readers that is going to force you on that. I believe, like, you believe in your sense of divine and who you think your divinity comes from. But you got to have faith. You know what I'm saying? Because this is like, I don't know how much clearer these 2 cards could be with the difference of conditioning and really having faith. Being comfortable with toxic shit, or really understanding your worth and knowing what you're worth. Thank you about my glasses. I was just talking about you, papas. This next year is going to give us what we deserve, because this year let us make the choice for ourselves. Whether we was going to be toxic, stay toxic, move from toxic, go towards toxic, or if we were going to go ahead and take it out on other people. All the shit we've been through. Because who's to say... There we go. Again, this is what started it, so maybe the universe is like, bitch, you gotta go to work. You have to be your own hype man, your own hype woman. You have to sit in your power, and sitting in your power means owning up to your bullshit too. If you want something serious, you want something stable, you have to stop being hard on yourself and stop being negative. It's that simple. Like, people think like, oh, being positive and all of that, like, oh, that's the most easiest thing. But let's see. We're going to see what we have to surrender, and then I'm going to get out of here. Anybody have any questions before I get out of here? Because I know I didn't go through each sign. You could book a reading. You can hit me up to book a private reading, or I post horoscopes pretty often. But started this by saying the Marvel movies are real life. And we all have to remember who we were.